Hi folks, so for today's task what I'm going to do is something a wee bit different. So your last task you were asked to do for graphics was do a floor plan of your house, and then I gave you the option of downloading this program if you want to have a wee bit of kind of play around with it. That was obviously in a bit of preempting the fact I want to actually do this with you the following week. So what I'm kind of ideally looking for people to do is simply just Google Sweet Home 3D, and that's obviously, it'll take you to the website. And obviously if you go to images here on Google, you can see an idea of some of the things you can actually do with this program. So it's really good. As I said, the only kind of issue with this program is the fact that in certain cases it will use the correct BSI architectural symbols, where in other cases it doesn't. It just kind of drops in an image of this is a table, this is what it looks like, this is a toilet, this is what it looks like. So some of them are wrong. That's why it's really important you understand the BSI symbol, because if you take graphic communication in fourth year and you're asked to identify the symbols and their names, you need to make sure and draw the symbol correctly rather than use some of the symbols that's in this program here. Okay, and you can see here's a nice 3D render of an interior of a house. Okay, so again, Google Sweet Home 3D takes you to the website, click on the link, and then you can just download the program from in here. Okay, so it's relatively straightforward to get download at the top. There's also, if you want, just for yourselves, if you want a few wee things, there's video tutorials, tips and tricks, great wee things to watch if you want to really make your kind of house in detail. And if you want, there is additional models you can download as well. And again, you don't need to do this. So where it says 100 free 3D models, you can click on the furniture library, scroll down, and again I've just installed this myself this second, and you can select one of these. I just picked the top one called contributions and installed that, and when you install it, it downloads it as what's called a zip file. Open up the zip, double click on it, and it installs it automatically into Sweet Home 3D. So this is Sweet Home 3D here. Some of you may have used this before, some of you may not have. I know we taught it definitely at Auchinleck. I don't think Cumnock used it, however just for future reference. So we've got our basic 2D drawing plan up here. Whatever we draw in 2D here appears in 3D here. We've also got our parts list here, which will appear when we enter things, and then we've got all of our furniture, all of our items in here. So we just click the wee plus buttons, minus buttons to be able to find things. So at the top of our screen is all of our tools. So obviously we've got a pointer tool, a wee hand tool which lets us move up and down the screen. You've got your walls tool, your floors tool, or your rooms tool should I say, which are really important. So I like to always start off by doing my walls first. Okay, so you get this wee pop-up box, just ignore it, press OK. Now this here, at the top of this slide, is obviously like a wee ruler. This is to give you an idea in meters. In this case, I wouldn't worry about it too much. You can if you want to get it really accurate, if you want to do maybe your own house, but I want you to be as creative as you can with this. Do your house, your own house, do your dream house. It's your choice. Now again, with this, you can zoom in and out, so you can see my box changing now, so I'm getting a bigger scale. All I'm doing is I'm holding Control on my keyboard, so CTRL, Control, bottom left, and rolling my mouse wheel to zoom it out, so obviously I've got a bigger scale. So I'm just going to select on the wall tool, and as you can see, as I'm drawing, it appears in 3D down the bottom, my house design. So it's quite cool, relatively easy to use, straightforward. Again, if you want to put any angular lines in, just do some angles. And you can see when I hover, because I want to get it to the same height as this, when I hover up that line, you can see a blue wee dot appearing on my 2D sketch, and then just double click to finish that. So you've got a complete outside house. Okay, now what I want to do next is using that house. If I select a line, I can always drag it and move it. So if I've made a wee mistake, I can always grab a line, drag it and move it, or even that, I can simply click on it and then use my arrow keys on my keyboard to just adjust it. Okay, now, oh sorry, one wee last thing I want to show you is you can see you can actually put in curved lines as well. So to do that, if you want to maybe a curved wall, what I can actually do is I can select my pointer tool, go back, click that one wall, press delete on my keyboard, not backspace, it must be delete. Just going to click ignore that. Click where I want that line start, hold, click where I want it to end, and I'm holding Control, again holding that CTRL in, and that allows me to create that curved wall that I want. So I can curve it in the way or curve it the other way, so it just depends what way you want it to look. Okay folks? So maybe I want that like that. Okay. Then escape to deselect, and there's my house. Now, my next step off this is then putting, these are all going to be my external walls. Okay, so all this so far is an external wall. So it would look a bit better, first of all, if my wall thickness was a bit bigger. Because I can see a clear difference, so we should know there should be a clear difference between your external walls and your internal walls. Your external walls, brickwork, tend to be a lot thicker. So let's try just making that 10. So we've got it that wee bit thicker. Okay, in fact, I'm going to make it 12 actually. That's better. So if, I should be able to hopefully select them all. Nope, can't do it. And go around these and make it all 12. Now just, I know this is obviously me being a wee bit pernickety, but just it looks better with your final model if you take your time and do this. So I'm just double clicking on them with the mouse to take me into this wee part here. Oh, sorry, double click. But we're looking to be able to see a clear difference between our interior walls and exterior walls. Now it says some of you might be really quite versed in using this program. Brilliant. Show your creativity. That's the main thing I want to see from this. Okay, so there's my house, there's all of my external walls done. My next part I'm going to do is my internal walls. So back to the walls tool and start to draw in where I want my internal walls to go. So I'm going to have a wee room there. Press escape to deselect. Then go have a room here. Then go have a corridor along there. So again, I'm just making this up as I go. Nice curved room at the front of my house. There we go. So there's my house design that you can see down the bottom here. So it's really good, quite intuitive, really easy program to use. And you can see that looks really narrow. So what I can do is if I want, I can simply just click pointer tool at the top, go to that line and then use my arrow keys to nudge it over so I make it a bit wider. Now, so far, as you may have guessed, every part of my design is just guesswork in terms of sizes. This is where actually you get to see how true to size your objects is. Now there's two ways of doing this. As you can see, you can do it the way I've done it and then bring all your items in, or you can draw one wall and then put a door on it, and that'll give you an idea of scale and size. So I can then go doors, pick any door you want, so maybe I want that one there. Oh, it's window. Double door, double window, door, glass, there we go. And you can see actually just luckily, that's quite a nice scale. So my rooms are really big, but you can see it's just a drag and drop system where I'm bringing that in. Now, you can use these wee icons around your house, around this object, sorry, to scale or rotate the door. So you can see I can rotate it what way I want now. You don't really need that in certain things, but you can, and you can always make it bigger as well. So you can see I make my door massive by clicking that wee scale button, or make it back to standard size. If you make it wrong, simply press delete on your keyboard, get it out, drag and drop a new one in, and again, just by moving whatever side of the line you go, will automatically flip it. So I'm going to drag and drop and I'm going to put in all my doors. So I want a door there, door here. I'm going to use the same door for each one. Just for this example, you can take your time, make a different one. That's going to be my front door there. A big double door going into here, be quite nice. Wee different door there. I'm going to make that door there and there. Okay, dead easy, straightforward enough. Now, the only thing you need to know with this program is you can't do like a two-storey house. You have to do like a first floor and then do a second floor. So if you want to do it like a bungalow, absolutely fine. You want to do a two-storey house, fine as well, it's your choice. Now, you can see as I've been adding my parts, all my sides have been here for my parts list. This just keeps track of everything I've got within my design. So I'm then going to take my time and drag and drop some windows in. So a small double window. So I'll put that right on there. So you can see there's my window there, and so on and so forth. So hopefully straightforward enough for you to do, nothing too difficult for designing your house. Now, in fact, I'll stop the video here. I'll come back in, I'll get all my windows and all my furniture in, just using that drag and drop, and then we'll get a wee chat about painting the house and then rendering it. Okay folks?